friends, Connie here from Blissfully Creative. I'm back today with an Art Day Saturday project. So today I'm going to be doing a watercolour picture. So this is my first time ever sketching while recording, so I was pretty nervous about it. Because I'm a pretty nervous sketcher, so I tend to rub out my lines constantly until I get it perfect. But I'm just using my mechanical pencil here. I think it's would be the five point. I like to use that one for my sketching. And here I am just sketching out a very basic mermaid in one of my watercolour girls, which is what I'm wanting to do today. With my watercolour girls, I don't really tend to put heaps of detail in it, in their faces and their features and all of that. I tend to keep it quite simple because the watercolour really makes it an art. Well, that's how I see it anyway. So here I am. Sorry, I'm off camera there. Sorry about that, but it's just a mermaid tail I've done with a little swirly on the end there, and just redefining my lines. I made her face too big for the body, so I'm just resketching in another head to make it that little bit smaller. I don't like to keep my things really in proportion. That doesn't really faze me at all, doesn't bother me one bit, but her head was just that little bit too big for her body. But her head is big for her body anyway, but that's not the point. But you can see that I just do very simple eyes. It's just a line and half a circle on each, and then I just colour in for the pupil and just some lines for her eyebrows, and just a line down with a little tick at the end of it, a backward tick, like a upside down tick, to do her nose. And her mouth is just like a love heart with a line through it, really, basically, but I don't do the point on the bottom of the love heart. I round it off and just throw a line through it. So it's very, very, very simple. No details or anything like that. When I do my more detailed girls, I tend to use my paints to paint them, so I can do skin colour and light and shade and all of that stuff. So with watercolour, I don't tend to do their skin. I just do their hair and their little outfit or whatever they're wearing. And in this case, she's a mermaid, so she's got a little mermaid dress on. And this is my hair that I do. Like, it's my go-to hair. I sort of designed it so it's like a flower on her head, like a big flower on her head, and I sort of make the petals all uneven, so it looks a little bit different. So it kind of ends up looking like a bun type thing, but I really like the look of it. And with this one, because she's a mermaid, I have added a bit of long hair to the side to give her that mermaid look. So at the moment, I'm just redefining everything, and my daughter is staring at me through the door. Are you going to say hello, Georgia?
Hello.
I don't know if you can hear that. I don't know if it picks that up, but that's my daughter Georgia coming in to annoy me while I'm trying to get this voiceover done. And as you'll see coming up, I'll redo her nose and her lips because I'm not happy with them at the moment. And I'm just adding the detail, just some little upside down, or W's really, just to give a little bit of scales to her mermaid tail. There we go. She's done. So now we're on to the watercolouring part. I had to stop there for a while because I had to go and cook dinner and eat and organise the children and
feed
all
me.
that sort of stuff. And I just showed you my rainbow card that I referred to. I used that one in the last video, and I just like to have it on my desk so I can see what my favourite colours look like, and I sort of know how they mix. So here I'm just starting off with her hair, and I'm using the teal colour that I like, and just using a whole heap of water with my size 12 round brush. It's just a cheap brush. I got it from I think that one. No, actually, I got that one. That one wasn't cheap. Sorry, that one I got from an art shop, so it was a little bit more expensive. But it's my favourite brush. It's my go-to brush. It's a size 12, and it's got the round end, and it's my favourite one. So here I am just adding a little touch of green. I'm using a lot of water, as you can see, because I want the colours to really pull together, and when it dries it gives that really nice watercolour look to it. So now I'm just putting in a little bit of that blue that I like to use, just to add in a little bit more dimension, a bit of shading and all that, and it just all pulls together when it's dried. It just looks amazing. And just continue with her hair. Being that teals and aquas and blues are my favourite colour, they tend to be my go-to colour straight up. And I don't know, it's just my colours, I guess. And you'll see on the left I have in my hand a paper towel. I like to use the paper towel to like dry off the paint and then pick up a new colour. So that way I'm not using all different brushes. I'm just using the same brush for every colour. And I just dip my brush in the water, which unfortunately is off camera. And I pick up more water, I pick up colour, more water, and just drop it in and get that really pooly effect. As you can see now, I've come back again. I've had to stop for some reason. And she's all dry now, her hair's all dry, and you can just see the way it's all pulled together, and you get that really, really cool effect. I just love that effect. That's my favourite thing about watercolour, that you just don't know how it's gonna look when it's all dried. And now I'm just continuing with her hair down to her plait ponytail, if you want to call it. I'm not sure what to call it, but yeah, I'll just continue down using the same techniques as I did with the main part of her hair. And when that's done, I will start watercolouring on her mermaid tail. And what colour did I go for? I went for like I really wanted to do like a pink, but I think I ended up using the red. Hang on. Yes, Georgia.
I chose that colour.
Oh, okay. Georgia chose the colour of her mermaid tail. So I just, as you can see, I'm deciding it. I think Georgia was actually standing there talking to me while I was making this. So there you go. I've added that. That's a red. That's the red I've chosen for my rainbow card that I have, my little referral card that I keep. But it's like a pink. And but I don't know, I like it because I'm not a red person. I've never really liked the colour red. I don't know why. It's just never ever appealed to me at all. And that red has like that tinge of pink through it, and that I can handle, that red. So with the red also, I'm just doing the same as I did with the hair, using a lot of water and to get it really, really wet and saturated, and then dropping in some of the purple to get that really nice effect on it. Here I'm just using a smaller fine liner brush. This one's just one of the cheapy ones in a pack from Spotlight, just so I can go around the swirl on her tail. And then I'm just using it to do my splatters in the background, which I like to do. And it's really good with the watercolour because if it gets on the face, you can quickly dab it up and it's gone, and there's no dramas. As you can see, I'm just dabbing it up off her tail, and it comes up straight away. So that's really, really easy to do. So we'll just finish off her top here. And yeah, so what's everyone doing on this long weekend here in Australia? This weekend we have a 3-day weekend, which is just awesome. I'm located in Melbourne, and today is a really cold, windy, rainy, the sun's coming out, it's raining again, the sun's coming out, so typical Melbourne weather, 4 seasons in one day, as everyone likes to say, which is pretty much true. But it's still very, very cold, and I'm just sitting in here doing this voiceover, and my family's all out in the lounge room doing whatever they're doing, and my daughter's coming in and out and smiling at me and looking at me like I'm some kind of a weirdo, but that's fine. So I've just done her headband there in the same colour as her her tail and her little top, so it all matches. And now I'm just going to add some, like I said before, I don't really do a skin colour with the watercolours, it just doesn't work. So I'm just adding some of the pink to give her some rosy cheeks, and because it came up too bright, if you dry your brush, you can pick colour up with a dry brush. And then I added a bit more water, and I sort of, made it a little bit more watery and a bit lighter, so it wasn't so dark. And then I added a little bit of the same red from her dress, her fins, her tail, sorry, for her lips, and a little bit of the blue in her eyes. And that's all I do, and just finished off with some more water splashes. Now we're going to dry her off because she's nearly done. There we go. I just love the way the watercolour all pulls together. It's just a really, really cool effect. If you've never played with watercolours before, I encourage you to give it a go. Like with all my watercolours, I use my cheapie set from Big W. That was a new set, and I only bought it the other day, and it was only $15, and it lasts a while. But I tend to use the same colours a lot, so I tend to go through my favourite colours very quickly, and I end up having to buy more watercolour sets. And I just give them to my daughter, and she just uses them to play with. So here I am. I'm just going to outline her again, because once you put the watercolour on your grey lead, it sort of fades into the background. So I'm using my 7 mechanical pencil here, and I'm just going to go around the outline of her again, just to darken that up and redefine all the details. And the way I'm doing that is I do it in like a real sketchy way, because I really want that sketchy look to her. I don't want it all perfectly and it's all perfect and all of that. I just really want that sketchy look. So I'm just really just sketching it, all little lines to just to redefine everything. With this one, I didn't really want to make it too big, and I've decided I'd just go around with a frame, just in the grey lead again, nothing major there. And when I was doing that, resketching her, I was rubbing my hand across the page, and I dragged a bit of the grey lead across the page. So I just used my eraser to rub it out, and as you can see there, I'm just doing my little swirly circles on the dried up circle splatters. So now I've decided I want to add I like to add a little bit of fabric element to my girls. So I've just got this doily that was sitting on my desk, and I thought I'd add it in her headband. And I'm just going to finish her off with my handcraft stamp. They're using some close to my archival ink. So that's it for today. That's it. So if you'd like to know any more techniques or want anything, please leave a comment below. Please like my Facebook page and my YouTube page, and I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.